Hey guys, welcome to my channel Thorny Orange, and today we are going to talk about an amazing build with crazy amount of fire damage as well as crit damage. As you can see my gameplay, I'm just simply using arrows and the crit damage is amazing, right? So it has crazy amount of fire damage. You can just simply fire arrows and watch your enemies burn down to hell. Like literally they will burn because it has crazy amount of fire damage. See, just one arrow and there is fire and they will simply burn down. All you need to do is you can keep moving or you can keep firing arrows or you can keep attacking, right? Okay, with this build the only drawback is about health. You need to keep dodging your enemy attacks because you need to expert with dodging with this build because all to get crazy amount of damage you need to reduce your health, armor and your resistance, right? That's how you can get crazy amount of fire damage and critical damage with this build. Right, this was the gameplay of this build, and you can see that yes, it has crazy amount of fire damage. You can go maximum to 20 lakhs with this build. 50,000. You can go to up to 20 lakhs and 30 lakhs with this build. Now, if we talk about this build, what I have used in the inventory is first for the primary weapon I have used Prometheus Sika. As you might all know, if you are a crazy Assassin's Creed Odyssey fan, you might know that this is the best sword in the game, right? Which comes with 23% warrior damage, 36% fire damage, 15% fire damage and build up, and extra engraving that I have used which works for the best is weapon damage becomes fire damage, right? And as I have told you in the previous video, I mostly use epic gear, so that because epic gear comes with 3 abilities and we need to use extra engravings with that. Alright, and for the secondary weapon I have used hammer of Hephaestus, which comes with 21% warrior damage, 32% fire damage and 25% elemental damage, but minus 25% physical damage. That doesn't affect at all. And extra engraving that I have used is 50% critical damage. Okay, one thing more I need to tell you guys, that if you are using this build, you need to focus on crit damage while full health, crit chance while full health, and elemental buildup and fire damage. These are the 6 points that you need to focus on with this build. Okay, and the bow that I have used is Hades bow. This is my favorite bow in the game. I always use this bow because of the legendary engraving basic arrows. We can fire arrows. Alright, and I have 21% warrior damage with this bow and 32% fire damage, and the extra engraving that I have used is 10% critical chance. Right, now if we move on to the armor, for the head I have used the bull helmet, which has 22% warrior damage, 18% crit chance while full health, and 27% range resistance. And the extra engraving that I have used is the 40% fire damage, guys. Alright, if we talk about the arms, I have used hunter's gloves, which comes with 22% warrior damage, 90% crit damage while full health, and 45% elemental buildup. And the extra engraving that I have used with this uh, hunter's glove is I have applied 10% critical chance to it. As I told you, the 6 points that you need to focus on. Alright, now if we move on to the torso, I have used 22% warrior damage, 9% burning duration, 18% hunter damage, and the extra engraving that I have used with this gear is 45% elemental buildup. Right, now if we move on to the waist, I have used mercenary belt, which comes with 22% warrior damage, 90% crit damage while full health, 36% chance to ignore half damage, 10% crit chance, right? As the 6 points that I told you that you need to focus on. Okay, and let's move on to legs. I have used Assassin's Greaves, which comes with 22% hunter damage, 36% fire damage, 18% assassin damage, and 50% burning rate. it's the extra engraving that I have applied on this. Okay, one more thing I need to tell you: if you don't have any of this epic gear, you don't need to worry about it. You can use the Agamemnon set of armor. This would also work with the same armor. Okay, this build will also work with the same armor. Okay, you need to just remember one thing to get this build is you need to focus on fire damage, crit damage while full health, crit chance, and crit chance while full health. Now if we move on to abilities, guys, I have main abilities are the hunter abilities in this build. Okay, the ability I have used is a sixth sense because time slows down and gives 200% hunter damage. Right, if the any enemy sees you, you can simply fire a normal arrow and your enemy would be finished in just one arrow with this ability. Another ability is used is multi-shot. This is the ability that you need with this build because it marks up to 8 enemies and it gives 25% to 50% hunter damage. And if you're facing a group of enemies, you can just finish them down by using this ability, mostly 1 or 2 adrenaline segments, and you would be good to go. And another ability that I have used is the devastating shot to finish like heavy enemies, right, like polymarches or kings or leaders, like enemies which is bigger than you, right? And if you want to fight enemy larger than you, you need to keep in mind that you should be perfect in dodging the attacks, guys, because while using this build you would be having, because as I told you that this is a fire damage and critical damage build, so resistance would be low, your health would be low, so you need to focus on dodging first, and then you can attack with your arrow or your arrow abilities, your hunter abilities, and you would be good to go. And let's move on to the warrior tree. What I have used here is, first of all, weapons master and gear master. Okay, with weapons master the warrior damage is increased by 40% and crit chance with all weapons by 10%. And this is just and next ability I've used is gear master, which increases armor by 90%, and range damage is received is reduced by 10%. And okay, and another ability I have used is overpower attacks, because it has great amount of damage if you are fighting any enemy larger than you. This is the best ability that you can use. This is another ability which is the best in the game, Fury of the Bloodline. If you have watched my previous video, if you have not watched, kindly check out that video. That is the invincibility build. Alright, you almost become invincible with that build. And Fury of the Best Line is the best ability. I use it with every build because it gives adrenaline segments, with the help of which we can use more and more abilities. With use of one segment we get 4 to 5 segments more with the use of this ability. The another ability I have is Ring of Chaos. If I am in a circle, right, if the enemies is ganging up on you, you can use this ability, and once they are stunned, and you can use your that hunter ability, multi-shot, and you can finish your enemies off. This is the most important ability you need with this spell. As I told you that the health would be low, maybe with one attack your health would get to almost less than 50%, so you need this so that you could recharge your health from time to time. Okay, you won't be using this much often if you are perfectly dodging the attacks and killing your enemies firing arrows from a you would be fighting enemies from a distance with this build, so that won't be an issue. If enemies get closer, then there would be an issue, otherwise there would be no problem. And another ability from warrior tree that I have used is flaming attacks. I have just applied one ability point in it so that I could unlock this ability, fire mastery, which increased the fire buildup by 60%, and burning duration is increased by 6 seconds, and fire damage is increased by 40%. That's why I have used this applied 3 points on fire mastery and 1 point in flaming attacks. You won't be needing flaming attack, guys, because as in Prometheus Seeker we have used that weapon damage becomes fire damage, And as I told you that you would be fighting from a distance, so there would be no problem. From If we talk about Assassin's Tree, I haven't used much abilities, but yes, I have put 3 points in Shadow Assassin, I have put 3 points in Rush Assassin, and I have used 3 points in Critical Assassination, and I have used 1 point in Death Whale. That's it, guys. And let us talk about the this. Okay, so here in the Hunter tree, I have put 20 points in crit chance and 10 points in crit damage. Then I have put 10 points in range resistance, then 10 points in elemental build up, right? And as I told you, what you need to focus on, right? And now in the warrior tree, I have put 10 points in melee resistance and 10 points in fire damage, right? Now it totally depends on you. Like if you don't want any resistance, you don't want any point in your resistance, you can totally put your points in all of the 6 points that I have told you, because I need a little bit of a melee resistance, right? But if you are excellent in dodging attacks and you are fighting from a distance, you won't be needing your melee resistance, because we have that ability from warrior build in which you can restore your health, so you won't be needing that. So if I talk about the Assassin's Tree, we are using 20. I have used 20 points in crit chance while full health, and I have used 10 points in crit damage while full health, and that's it. I've used many points because I have completed this game almost 3 times, so I have more and more ability points. I have more than 140 to 150 ability points. If you want to know that how to get more and more ability points, you can mention it in the comment section. I will make a separate video on that, that how can you level up, and how to, how to, first of all, how to level up fast, and how to get more and more ability points in a quicker way. And I can also make a video. I will make a combined video on both of them and share a few tips and tricks with the game. I have achieved a platinum trophy in this game. I know that's not a big deal, but for me it is. I've like spent like more than 250 hours in the game. Right now, let's see our detailed stats. Okay, if we talk about, I have used 193% warrior damage with the whole build. After applying all the abilities, this is the result. You will get 193% warrior damage, right? 58% assassin damage and 80% hunter damage. So main damage you need is hunter damage and warrior damage. Assassin damage wouldn't be that much of a bigger deal. So yes, I have a critical hit chance of 50%. I have critical hit damage of 168%. I have critical hit chance while full health of 78%. I have critical hit damage while full health of around 384%. And with if I talk about elemental modifiers, I have 270% fire damage, and I have 24 seconds of fire duration. I have 301% fire buildup, and that's it. I don't I have not focused on melee resistance or range resistance in this game, but yes, you will get a hell lot of amount of damage, so you won't be needing resistance in this game. All you need to remember is that you have to fight in a distance, and you need to perfectly dodge every of your enemy attack. And don't worry about it if you don't have much of the ability points in your game right now, if you are not on that level, if you are playing at 30 level. So all you need to do is, first of all, focus on collecting your gear. Okay, and once you have got the gear, you can apply all the engravings now. And for this extra ability which you have, that would be unlocked after 50 level, so don't need to worry about it. Just try saving your ability points. Okay, and yes, once this ability tree is open to you, the another ability tree, or as I told you, you need to focus on 6 points. your fire damage, critical chance, critical damage while full health, crit chance while full health, and elemental build-up and fire damage. All you need to focus in this 6 or 7 points and you would be good to go for the rest of your game. If you're looking to fight at a distance and you want to fight with your bow, yes, this is a good gear for you. Otherwise, you can check out my invincibility gear, and in that I have made a gear which would make you invincible. That is not an invincibility gear, basically. I'll make another video on invincibility gear. That gear is an hybrid build which gives you a hell lot of amount of damage, and yes, that's hell lot of damage, and you would be getting resistance as well, so you can check out that video also. This video was for fire damage. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel Call Me Orange, and press the bell icon so that you could get the latest notifications. And currently this is a new page, so I am posting of Assassin's Creed. Soon I would be coming with more and more games, guys, so please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That's it for today. Take care, guys, and stay safe.